This double OG Truth Seeker, aka Lionheart, checking in once again. And today I want to make a video for the entire world to hear and see. You don't have to really look at it. You can just listen to it if you want. All you're gonna see is my pretty little face on the camera. But today I want to talk about something that is very important that I think everybody should know. And I believe that everybody should, at least one time in their entire life, ask themselves, why are you here? Ask yourself, why are you here? And ask yourself, who are you? Because we live in a world where we define who we are by the amount of money we got, the type of job you got, the type of relationship you got, the type of car you got, the type of house you got, the type of clothes you got, the type of friends you got. But who are you? Who are you really? Like, most people in the world don't know who they are because they spend their whole life trying to become something that they're not. What if I told you that everything you pursue and everything you try to become, when you actually become it, you realize that you're not it. You're not it. And the reason why I say that is because we strive so hard and we dream so big to become so many things outside of us that we lose sense of self. We really don't know who we are. And that's why you're not happy. A lot of people think that they have to be a certain way to be accepted by people. So you get into people pleasing. A lot of people think that they have to be accepted by people in order to be relevant or to be accepted. Like, people live their life to be accepted. People live up to standards that were set that don't even make no sense. Like, everybody want to be accepted. Everybody want to be cool. Everybody want to be quote unquote normal. But the question is, what is normal? What is cool? What is happiness? What is love? We're okay with the illusion of things. People that get married to a person that they really don't love just because they want to be married because they saw somebody else married. And then some people think that just because they married, everybody else should be married. Hey, dog, I'm married. When you gonna get married? No. The question is, who the hell are you outside of your marriage? Who the hell are you outside of your job? Who are you outside of your title? Who are you off that football field? Who are you off that basketball court? Who are you when you ain't on the microphone rapping or singing? Who are you? Who's that person that you go to sleep with every single night? Who are you? That's what the question is. And a lot of people don't know who they are. Most people allow life to define them. You go to the doctor said you got high blood pressure. So you continue to keep taking blood pressure medication. So so consciously you're saying that you are a person with high blood pressure because you wake up every day and you take these high blood pressure pills. All because of somebody said that you got high blood pressure. But you never question why you got high blood pressure. You look over that, you overlook that whole thing, and you just cover it up. A lot of people cover up the fact that they got underlying health issues, and they just go for taking the medication, which will alleviate the symptoms. But deep down inside, you got a root issue that's causing you to be sick, that's causing you to be crazy, that's causing you to be unhappy, that's causing you to be unhealthy. Most people got underlying issues that they don't address, and they're okay with it because they're more concerned about how they look on the outer and not concerned about what's going on the inside. Most people have things going on the inside of them that's killing them. It's killing them. And they live their whole life as a false person. They live an illusion. They live a lie. And one indication that you're living a lie is that you really care about what people think about you. You're really concerned about what people think about you. Most people these days are on social media. They on their phones all the time. And most people, or some people, like to post all the time. And the people that like to post all the time, those are the main people that have an identity issue. Because the only reason why you even post is because you're trying to get people to see you in a certain way. But when you know who you are, you don't even have the need for people to see you in a certain way. Only thing that matters to you is how you see yourself. So the question is, how do you see yourself? Are you more concerned about creating an illusion of who you want people to think you are? Are you more concerned about creating that illusion? Or are you more concerned about who you truly are inside? Most people are ashamed of who they are inside. Why? Because they live a lie. They live a lie. Most people live a lie. You're not happy. You're not where you want to be. But you want to look like you're where you want to be. You want to sound like you're where you want to be. You want to type like you're where you want to be. You want to type like you understand life. But most people don't understand life. Most people don't even understand themselves because they never took no time to understand themselves. They don't take the time to even listen to themselves. Most people are sick mentally. And they carry that sickness with them every single day. You're in pain. You're in pain. You've been hurt multiple times. And most of the time, whenever you're hurt, you try to project to the world that you're not hurt. So you put on a fake smile. Or you say you living your best life now. You're not living your best life because you're hurt. Because when you're truly living your best life, you don't have the need to try to prove it to nobody. Because you understand that only thing that matters when you really living your best life is when you know who you is. When you know who you is, then you're truly living your best life. When you know who you is and you living your best life, you don't have to prove it to nobody. You don't have to show it to nobody. Because the only thing that matters is what you got going on inside of you, in your own little circle. That's the only thing that really matters. But the majority of people, they're not living their best life. Especially if they have to post everything that they're doing. You're not living your best life. You know, if you truly living your best life, then it wouldn't matter what people thought. It wouldn't matter if people knew. Only thing that matters is that you know. When you truly living your best life, the only thing that matters is that you know that you're living your best life. But most people are not living their best life. Most people are not in the right relationships. Most people just look like they're in the right relationships, but they're really not in the right relationships. Most people want to look like they're having fun, but they're really not having fun. They're really miserable. They really don't. Most people don't really know what to do with their life, so they do stupid stuff. Most adults that all they do is just go out, have fun, drink, smoke. You're not living your best life. You living your worst life because you don't know what to do with your life. You need to find out what you're going to do with your life. Find something to do in this life. This world is big. Why is it that only thing you can find to do with your spare time is smoke and drink? Why is it the only thing you can find to do is go on vacation or get your income tax check and get into debt? Y'all not living your best life. You're in debt. You're a slave to your job. You only show people the side of you that you want them to see. You're not being honest with yourself when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to your status, when it comes to your finances. You're not being honest with yourself, and you're not being honest with other people. Because most people buy stuff that they can't afford. They do things that they know they can't afford. So they live a lie. It's all an illusion. But the question is, who are you when you're not doing these things? What do you want out of life besides the approval of other people? You need to get to a place where you don't need the approval of other people to be living your best life. You need to get to a place where you don't need devices like smoking weed and drinking and hanging with people who you don't even got nothing in common with these people, but y'all hang together. You got to get around some people that you can learn something from so your life could be elevated to the next level. Most of y'all people living that same life. The same thing you was doing 10 years ago, you still doing it. You still got the same habits that you had 10 years ago. You still doing the same things. You still on the same level. The people around you still got the same negative outcomes that's happening to them. Going to jail, getting in car accidents, losing the car, losing their house, getting into fights, drama. That's all you got. At what point are you going to look at your life and be like, dang, who am I? What do I want? And what am I doing right now to create the life that I'm living right now? Because the truth is, everything that you do every single day of your life is contributing to how your life is going to be in the future. If you look at your past and you see all the things that you did in the past, that's what got you to where you are today. No matter what it is, whether it be good or bad, whatever you believe about yourself is exactly how your life is going to be. Whatever habits and things that you do is going to create your future. And a lot of you people have created a future that you don't like. A lot of you are actually in relationships that you don't want to be in. A lot of you are actually looking for a way out, but you spend a small amount of time looking for a way out, but you spend a lot of time doing things that's keeping you where you are. You spend the majority of your time doing things that's keeping you where you are. All you got to do is just flip it. All you got to do is just flip it. If you don't like your life or you don't like your relationship, you got to do the opposite. You can't wake up and do the same thing over and over and over again and expect for something to change. Nothing is going to change. The things that you do the most is the things that you're going to receive the most. The choice is yours. It's always been yours. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. You are a sum total of your thoughts. So a man thinketh, so is he. Whatever you believe about yourself is exactly what you are. Whatever the people around you believe. And if you agree to what they believe, then all y'all gonna receive the same thing. Nobody gonna go to the next level. So look at your circle. Look at the people around you. Look at your environment. Look at where you stay. Look at the people that live where you stay. Do you like it? Is this where you want to be? Do you want to be like anybody around you? The people who you admire, the people who you see up here, do you know any of them? Do you hang with any of them? Probably not. That's why you screwed up, because you hang with people who are down here. They can't help you and they can't help themselves. So if you're watching this video and you can relate to that, you need to understand that until you decide to change your own life, your life is it won't change. It's going to be the same. If you got the same friends you always had, you hang around the same people. I don't even care if it's family. If you hang around the same family that's doing things that don't push, if y'all not helping each other to get to the next level when y'all do come together, I don't see the point of even being together. All you're doing is just pulling each other down. You're not getting nowhere together. You're going nowhere fast together. That's what you're doing. That's what most people do. They go nowhere fast together. And the people that's going somewhere, they go somewhere fast together. It's two sides. So you got to pick the side. But most people is on the wrong side. How long do you want to be on the wrong side? Most people is okay with being on the wrong side. Most people are okay with blending in. They want to fit in with their environment. Most people have been put in environments, or they born in environments, or they used to being around certain types of people, so they feel like they can't make friends with people who are different than them. But I'm here to tell you that that's the key. You got to make friends with people who are different from you. Everybody don't talk like you. Everybody don't talk a lot like you. Everybody don't like to do the same things that you do, but you got to get around somebody who do something different in order for you to change. You got to get around somebody who's different in order for you to change. Most of y'all can't hang around nobody that's different because you're afraid. You're ashamed of who you are, who you truly are. And most people are people who need to change. Most people are people who need a change of environment. Most people are people who need a change of the way they think. Because the way you think is what's keeping you where you are. The way you think is what's keeping you the way you are. Holding the grudges against people is what's keeping you the way you are. Your fear of being different is what's keeping you where you are. Let me tell you something. The most powerful thing that you could be in this life is different. You know why? Because when you're different, you're one of a kind. You're special. But for some reason, people don't really want to be different. People have to blend. People feel like they gotta blend in. People don't want to be different. Like you could hear it when people talk. They say they talk the same way. They say the same phrases. They believe the same way that most people believe. They obey the laws the same way. They go by the book. But how about the laws were created by people who chose to be different? How about the books were written by people who chose to be different? How about the people who have the most power in this world are the ones who are different, are the ones who think different? They ain't the ones that's trying to blend in with nobody. They ain't the ones that's trying to be what everybody else is being. They ain't the ones that's getting peer pressured into stuff. Being different is powerful. Learning to be around different types of people other than somebody who is exactly like you is powerful. This is the only way a human being can evolve, is when he changes his environment and his perspective of life. Once you start looking at things from a different angle, and once you start seeing different things, now you can start doing different things, because you're not limited by your beliefs and you're not limited by what you're used to looking at. Like, you won't even know what's possible if you're only surround yourself with things with things that are not possible. For some people, things are possible. For some people, things are impossible because people have limitations. Sometimes their finances could be limitation, and sometimes their knowledge could be limitation. People perish for the lack of knowledge, meaning that they can't exist because of what they don't know. You can't show up because you don't know your potential. If you believe that you're nobody, but there's somebody out there being somebody, if you never seen that somebody being somebody, then you will never know that you could be somebody too. If you never seen it. If you never rode in a Rolls Royce, you probably won't believe that it's possible for you to get a Rolls Royce. If you never experienced freedom and not having to worry about money or making money or paying bills or paying debt, if you never experienced that, then you probably won't know how to get on that level. If you won't even think it's possible. You won't even think it's possible. Because we limited by our own beliefs. We limited by what we see. We limited by what we've been exposed to. I think I went off topic. And my throat itching. But that's what it is. Double OG Truth Seeker. Put something in the comment. Let me know what y'all think. I know I just went off topic a little bit, but rewind it a little bit. Let me know what you think about it in the comment.